The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone for joining me today. We're going to be taking a look at a couple different annuity products that have increasing income options. So it's in the annuity space, this is something that's becoming more and more familiar, more and more popular. We're seeing more and more companies adopt this concept. So I think it's really important to get everyone educated on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly through three products pretty quickly today. So as you have questions, just jot them down. I will follow up with each of you later on today to answer any questions you may have. So that'll just help move forward with this pretty quickly. So as you have questions, just jot them down. I'll follow up with each of you following the webinar. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Laura Johnson. I work here at IMES in the annuity department. Been with IMES 10 plus years, worked on the case management side for quite some time, and now doing the sales side. So been on the sales team for about 4 years now. If you ever need help with any case design or illustrations or anything, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to help you. We're going to start off by looking at a few different incentive programs we have available here at IMES. When you first come on board with IMES or get contracted with IMES, you have your new producer bonus that is available for you. So for anyone who is not currently contracted, looking to get appointed, or someone who just recently got appointed, this would apply to you. As you can see on the screen, there are 3 different tiers as far as levels of prizes that can be won. So with your first piece of business, you got 6 months to qualify for this. I'll say that first, 180 days. You can write one case and cash it out at $100,000 level, 750 cash, or we'll pay for a website for you for 2 years, build it and pay for it, or the most recent generation of an iPad. If you choose not to cash out at the $100,000 level and go for the 300, as you can see, there's some great options there as well. And for those who are really ambitious, looking to get to that $500,000 level, as you can see, we'd get you one-on-one coaching with one of our seminar coaches, pay for your first mailing for the seminar, really try and help you get going on that. Or you can do a Ritz-Carlton travel package. We've also got a cash option and a marketing reimbursement option at the top tier as well. So if you're curious where you stand, or if you're curious if you did qualify, give your marketer at IMES a call. They'd be happy to give you an update. A couple other programs we've got available for you after you cash out your new producer bonus. All the production you write here at IMES is going to count for some marketing dollars. So any fixed indexed annuity business, $100 for every 100,000 you write of index annuities. For life insurance, every 10,000 of life target premium you write is going to get you $200. And any single premium life, every 100,000 of single premium life would get you $200 as well. So some great opportunities to earn some extra cash. This is a great way for us to partner with you in regards to some of those marketing expenses that you encounter. We've also got a referral program. As you know, for your business, referrals are very important in building your business, and same goes for us. So we like to say thank you for the referrals. So for every person you refer over to IMES when they get appointed, $50. When they write their first piece of business, you get another 100. And then going forward, all the business they write, you're going to earn 20 basis points on all that production. This doesn't come out of their commission. This doesn't come out of your commission. This is just I'm saying thank you for the referral. So good opportunity to get some extra cash without taking on the responsibility of a hierarchy and potential chargebacks and some of that additional responsibility. So great program. If you got anyone you want to refer, give your marketer at IMES a call. They'll be happy to reach out to them and see if we can't get them on board. Here at IMES, as part of our name insurance agency marketing service, we're not striving to be the biggest FMO out there. We're trying to be number one when it comes to service. And that means helping you from the time you call till the time your contract is issued, paid, and you've got your commission. So it starts off with, if you haven't called into IMES before, you'll know when you do call, you'll see that we do have a 3-ring guarantee. You call, we answer the phone every time you call. So there is no voicemail. There's not even an option to leave a voicemail. There's no recorded line that you're going to be listening to as you're waiting for someone to come to the line. So you're always going to get a live person. Reason we do this is there's a lot of times people are out of the office or out sick, and if you're leaving us a message and we're not getting it for a couple days, we want to make sure you're getting everything answered when you call. So we love that. Our agents love that. I think it really sets us apart. Also, just helping with case design, anything from, first of all, getting you appointed with different carriers. We've got a paperless contracting system. Once you're in the system, adding carriers, taking them away, it's super easy. When you are looking to build case designs, we've got both the life and annuity med-sup area, help you with getting your stuff for your appointments, making sure you understand the products, all the features of the products, making sure you're going into that appointment ready to go, getting you all the illustrations, forms, making sure your training's done. That's a big thing. And then once you submit a piece of business, if you send it through our office, our new business team will scrub those applications for you, and then those case managers will follow up on that business every 3 to 5 business days for you. So constantly getting updates on your cases, that keeps you in the field doing what you do best, and really just hopefully takes some of that extra stress off of your plate. Our creative team, if you haven't done any work with our creative team, you're missing out. Sean, Aaron, Jacob do a phenomenal job for our agents as far as graphic design, turnkey pieces, websites, logos, business cards, you name it, they can do it over there. So we've got this department here for you guys. When I talk to agents, what can I help you with? Their number one thing is getting in front of people. Well, if we can supply some additional resources, as far as helping you with your marketing, we think that's very valuable for you guys. So maybe you're new to the business and don't even have a logo or business card set up yet. Give us a call. We can do that for you, do the design, send you out a couple different options. Then once we get your logo and your business card, kind of a color scheme going, any marketing we do for you, whether it be a newsletter or a postcard mailing, or maybe we want to do some digital marketing. All of that's going to be branded with your name, your logo, your design, so that we can really help you form a name for yourself. We think that's really important. So if there's something you're working on, or you want some ideas, or want to see what the creative team's got available, give one of them a call. They'd be happy to get you out their products and services guide. If you haven't been out to our website, as you can see on the screen, it's www.imsinc.com. A lot of great resources. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to list off a couple. I really think there's some really neat resources out here for you. I mean, finding forms, doing some illustrations. If you go under the products tab, though, under the life one, you've got access to not only do an e-app on our website for any of our life carriers, but also do some quotes. I go out there all the time for term quotes. You can do really nice comparisons, showing several companies side by side, so your clients know that you did your research. Also, if you go under the products tab to the annuities, there's a link out there to connect you to Annuity Rate Watch. This is something that I'm on all day long, comparing rates, comparing products, bonuses, looking for the highest cap, looking for the best income. Annuity Rate Watch is a great resource to compare all the annuities out in the industry. See what you're showing your clients and making sure that it's the best fit for them. And lastly, probably one thing that I think is one of the most valuable things on our website, if you go under the support tab, we've got our sales resource library out there. This is the sales resource library is full of tools for you all. Anything from client presentations. You got someone asking, what's a stretch IRA? If you go under the sales resource library, client presentations, there's one on a stretch IRA. It's a client approved document that you can send them, probably 5-6 pages, that tells them everything they need to know about stretch IRAs. Roth conversions, what's a fixed indexed annuity, basic things, long-term care, those things. There's a lot of great client presentations out there, which is just basic information that can help explain stuff to the client. Also, a lot of financial calculators, a lot of fact finders. Maybe you're working on an in-depth estate case and you need a fact finder just for, estate planning. They've got probably 4 or 5 different options out there. So if you haven't checked it out, or if you can't find it, need help getting to it, give me a call. I'll be happy to guide you through that. Wealth management. IMS Wealth Management is RIA that we've got here in-house here in Omaha. So we do have an RIA. So if you're 65 licensed or CFP, you can register with IMS Wealth Management. We started this just over 2 years ago. Really designed it for the insurance producer, someone who, as you all know, the DOL was hanging over for a while, and they're trying to lump indexed annuities in with securities and making everyone have to be a fiduciary with their 65. So at that point, we decided to enter that game, and it's gone really well. Charles Jr., Mike Hansen, Joan Wallace do a great job over there helping our advisors. Just a great way for you to gather the assets. How we can help manage them and leave you in control of all the assets in the client's home. Oftentimes I see agents go into homes and client's got 500,000 and maybe only 350 suitable for an annuity. What's that agent doing with that other $150,000? Having your securities license, being able to hand that over to wealth management, let them help manage that for you. It's a great solution to keep you in control of all those clients' assets and not have the risk of another financial advisor slipping in there and potentially stealing your client. So with the first poll question, if you do want any information on IMS Wealth Management, go ahead and answer yes to the question. The sooner everyone answers these questions, the sooner we can move on. When I do launch this, I'm going to tell you about our soliciting program with IMS Wealth Management. For those of you who may be not looking to get your license or let it go and just don't really want it back, depending on the state you're in, there is a possibility that we could pay you, if you refer those clients over to us, that we can then pay you a portion of the fee that is charged to your client for that referral. We set you up as a solicitor with IMS Wealth Management. We manage the client, do the conversations with the client, but kick back some of that fee to you for referring the client. This is a great opportunity also for people who are maybe studying for their exam. Have those clients, they don't want to lose those assets, refer them over here. We'll manage them for you. And when you do get your license, we'll transfer all those clients over to you. So it's a great opportunity if you're not looking to get into the security business to still have an option for your clients as well. Our Life and Annuity Academy. We do these. I think this is probably one of our number one things that IMS offers to agents is this training. We do a 2.5-day training, usually partnered with one of the home offices. Our next one is actually going to be here in about a week and a half up in Des Moines. We're co-sponsoring it with Athene. What these trainings are is they're a 2.5-day training. It's not Annuities 101. It's not Life Insurance 101. It's really meant for the advisor or agent who's been in the business a little bit, understands life insurance and annuities, because we're really looking to help you grow your business now. We're going to go into more in-depth sales techniques, ideas. How can we help you grow? So it's a really good opportunity. We also bring in 4 of our top producers, and they're going to share exactly what they've been doing. What took them from writing $500,000 to writing $6 to $8 million a year. They're going to share exactly what they're out in the field doing, and try and help you build a program for yourself. So the seats for this next one have been filled up. So we have not announced the dates for the next one, but if you are interested in attending one of our Life and Annuity Academies, you can answer yes to the question. We'll send you out a pre-registration link. This doesn't guarantee you a spot because we do send over a suggested list to home offices, and they do get a little bit of a final say-so on the people who are invited. So we do require that you are contracted with IMS, and business always helps. These home offices, Athene was looking for agents who have done business with them who they wanted to bring into their academy. So we usually will co-sponsor them with Athene, sometimes North American, Equitrust, American Equity. We've got a lot of carriers out there who sponsor these. So we do require you to be appointed with them. There is no business requirement, but like I said, that does help your chances of getting into the academy. All right, so let's get into what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about increasing income, like I mentioned. We're going to look at 3 different products. Like I said, we're going to look at them pretty quickly. So as you got questions, just jot them down. One thing I will mention as we go into this, every product has a time and a place. Maybe, clients not really sure when they want to turn on income, or they definitely need income right away, or they don't want any fees. There's always a time and a place where a product fits. So we're going to look at 3 different products. I'm going to kind of point out where I think that they're a good fit, and then hopefully give you some insight as well. So why are we talking about this? Well, we're looking to give the clients the opportunity to have better income options. We're going to give them some opportunities to keep up with inflation through retirement. And like I mentioned earlier, there's an increased competition in this marketplace for these products. You're seeing more and more carriers adopt products like this. So when you're talking to retirees, a lot of times their 2 biggest concerns are running out of money and keeping up with inflation. So with these products, we're going to give the opportunity to the client to have those increasing income payments. We're going to give them the power to keep control of their money while receiving income. And then it's going to be an income they can't outlive. I'm going to hit on that power to retain control. We'll dive into this a little bit more on one of the products here in a few minutes. But what I mean by this is, a lot of times when clients maybe come to you and say they want income and they want it immediately, first instinct is go to look at a SPIA, single premium immediate annuity. Well, these may not always be the best option for the client. It may give the best bang for the buck right now, but with some of these opportunities we're looking at with some of these products today, you'll see that we can often either A, beat the SPIA, B, catch the SPIA pretty quickly, and then, like I said, we're going to let the control stay in your client's hands. When you write a SPIA, you sign on the dotted line, and that's your destiny. You're going to get this till this time, or you're going to get this for the rest of your life. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You want more? Too bad. You want less? Too bad. It is what it is. With these products using fixed index annuities, we're leaving all that control in your client's hands. Maybe they're taking out their maximum withdrawal benefit, but they want to take the kids to Disney. Well, they can actually dip in and touch their annuity and grab a little extra. That would affect their payments next year, but they still have the power to do that. They decide they don't need income for a few years. They can turn it off, turn it on whenever they choose. So some really nice opportunities when it comes to keeping that control in the client's hands. Why we're talking about this, I think it's a big problem. It's not something that's ever going to go away, is inflation. As you all know, gas today is not what it was 15 years ago. And 15 years from now, it's definitely not going to be what it is today. So inflation is going to be a constant problem. If we can give the retirees some comfort going into retirement, knowing that we're going to help leverage against some of that inflation, I think that's a very good thing. So the first product we're going to talk about today is the Athene Ascent Pro series. This is on their national line. Athene does have two product lines, the Nexus and their national. So this is one of their national products. The minimum on it is $10,000. Issue age is 35 to age 80. You can start income as early as 30 days after issue. Both on qualified and non-qualified money, you can elect both single and joint payouts. I will mention that again. You single and joint payouts, regardless if it's qualified or non-qualified. A lot of questions get arise during that because money, as you all know, should all know, has to move like to like. So if we're dealing with my 401k, I can't put it in my boyfriend's name. I have to put it in my name. So the way that works is that if you are married, the money comes over in John Smith's name. John Smith is the owner and the annuitant. Mrs. Smith is the primary beneficiary. When he elects to turn on income, he will have the option to elect both either a single or a joint payout. So assuming that as long as it is a spouse and they are listed as the primary beneficiary, we can allow for joint payout there. Rider fee on this product is 1%. With this product, you really get two choices, and we're going to dive in and look at really just the second choice, option 2 on this product. But you get to first pick how the account's going to grow. How do you want this money to grow? And then when you turn on income, how do you want it to pay out? As you can see, there's a guaranteed and a guaranteed plus a multiplier, which is what we're going to focus on today. And then as far as the payouts go, we'll look at all three, but we're really going to focus on the earnings index option. All right, before we dive into those, though, we're going to look at a couple of the indexes that Athene has to offer. A lot of great indexing options available there. They've got both S&P traditional and daily risk control strategies, volatility ones. They've got a relationship with the BNP Paribas, Morningstar, and the Janus SG funds. So we've got a lot of different index options available, some nice diversification that can happen on the products. So like I mentioned, there's option 1, which is our guaranteed. We're really not going to look at that. We're going to look at option 2 today. Option 1, though, just in case you are curious, it does give you a 10% bonus on the benefit base, grows at 10% simple for 10 years, then drops to 5% simple for years 11 through 20. What we're going to look at today and what I'm excited about is option 2. This is going to guarantee a 7% simple roll-up every year, but it's also going to throw on 200% participation. So start off, you actually do get a 5% bonus on the benefit base, but then every year you're going to get 7% guaranteed. Let's just say, for example, in year 1, the client earns 4% interest. Well, 4 times 200%, that's 8, plus the 7, we're at a 15% roll-up that year. So the the power of stacking income is very strong. I saw some statements not too long ago. I was actually looking one the other day, and the client earned like 11.2, and then you multiply that times 2, so he ended up seeing like a 23% increase on his benefit base in 1 year. So there's some really great potential there when things are working favorably with the market. So hopefully they turn around here soon on us. But as you can see here, the guaranteed line was the yellow. That guaranteed option would guarantee the benefit base grew to 210. What I want to look at here is the non-guaranteed. Even in the worst case scenario, we take the historicals of these indexes and say even in the worst times, the benefit base, instead of just staying at 210, grew to 271 in the worst case. In the better case, you can see there is 320. So it's a great opportunity, again, to get those bigger bumps when the markets perform and still have some guarantees, meaning that 7% simple. So that's how you decide first. Do you want option 1? Do you want option 2 on how the money grows? Then we get to decide how it's going to pay out. Level payout is what it is. It's predictable income. You're never going to outlive it. It's never going to change. It's never going to go up or down. It is what it is. What we're going to focus on today is the earnings index. With this payout, you do start with a less payout than you would on a level. So you are going to start a little bit lower, but the potential is so great. Every time you earn interest, an earnings index, anytime interest is earned within the policy, they're going to credit it to the income account as well, which is going to generate that rising income. So as you can see, we can guarantee it's going to give them 82.95. But with these bump ups over the years, as you can see on this graph, even in the worst case scenario, in 10 years, we grew that income up to 11,000. We're just showing them the opportunity they have to have that increasing income. You know, they could have stayed at the 98.90 for the rest of their life. But with this product, yes, they started a little lower because that payout percentage is a little lower. But look at the opportunity. In the worst case, 11,000. Better case, looking at 12.5. And that's over a period of 10 years. They do have a third option as far as payouts go, and that's based on the CPIU inflation index, meaning that every time that you see movement in the CPIU index, inflation index, you're going to see an increase in your income. One thing I will mention with this is that the payout percentages are atrocious. They're very low compared to the earnings index. So we see a lot of the business flow more so to the earnings index versus the inflation. But again, this is an option for your clients. So we're going to look at an illustration here. And with this illustration, I did use I did option 2, and then I did the earnings index. So as you can see here, we did get a little bit of a bonus on this benefit base. You know, putting in what I did in this product is I put 500,000 in at age 65, showing income at age 70. Like I mentioned at the beginning, all these products have a time and a place where they fit best. I think that Athene has the advantage when you've got that client who's looking to defer maybe 3, 5, 7 years. Maybe can't wait the full 10 years, but more so in that 3, 5, 7 range. We're going to give them that 7% simple as well as that 200% participation during the deferral period, which is really attractive. So on a guaranteed basis, we can't really guarantee too much because we have zero interest, but putting 500,000 in, taking income in 5 years, we can guarantee 36,800. What's cool about this product is when you throw in some interest, which they did the illustration wrong. Well, that didn't work very well. I apologize on that, but typically it would grow a lot more. I don't know what happened here. But they didn't do the earnings index option. They did a level option. But basically you can see how much faster this benefit base, when you earn interest, is going to grow much faster. Like I said, I do apologize. The person who did the illustration did it wrong. So I can send a full illustration to you guys following. That number would be much higher, probably closer to 45, 50,000. And then on top of that, every time they earn interest, it would be increasing. So again, I really do apologize for that. But when I call each of you later, I'll send you a full illustration so you can see the difference. But basically what I was going to point out is that this beginning income would be much larger. Not only that, but as they earn interest, you would have seen it gone up. So I really do apologize about that. Payout percentages, they're always important. They're always something that's underlooked, I think. A lot of times agents call me and they say, hey, I want this product because it's got a 12% bonus and, a 10% roll up. All right, well, that sounds really cool. But if the payout percentages aren't there, it's not going to be competitive. Just so you all know, anytime you call in and ask for illustrations, we run through Annuity Rate Watch to make sure we're presenting the best thing in the market. Um, and oftentimes, the biggest bonus, the biggest roll up does an equivalent to the best income. If the payout percentages are not there, it's not going to be competitive. As you can see here, there are 3 different columns of payout percentages. There's a level payout, meaning that guaranteed and is never going to change. The middle column is that inflation adjusted, like I said, is very low. The one thing with inflation adjusted is you are going to see increases consistently because inflation is a consistent problem. And the earnings index, which is my personal favorite, that's the one that's going to have you earn every time you earn interest, you're going to see an increase in your income. So again, we got some great options here with Athene. Give me just a second. Looked like someone had a question, but they didn't type it out, so I'm just going to keep on moving. All right, second product we're going to look at today is AIG. It's the Power Select Plus Income. And with this, we're going to look at, this product does have 2 different income options on it. We're not going to look at the guaranteed today. We're just going to focus on the multiplier. So with this product, $25,000 minimum. Issue ages go from 0 to 78. Again, with this product, you can begin income 30 days after issue. You do have the option for both qualified and non-qualified on this product, as well as that single and joint payout. They will honor joint payouts. They will allow for joint payouts on qualified money as well. Again, same as with Athene. It's got to be the spouse and they have to be the primary beneficiary. Rider fee on this product is 1.1. A little bit higher of a fee, but we'll show you some of the advantages this product has. So the way this product works, let's talk about that first. The way this product works is completely 100% based on interest. If there's no interest earned, your product is not changing. So assuming 4% interest earned, during deferral, we would multiply it times 2 and credit it to the income side. So 200% multiplier on AIG during deferral. They rebranded it. We used to say multiplier. Now they've made it a little easier to say double. So any interest we earn during deferral, we double it. Double during deferral, and then we match the interest once you turn on income. So here's the example of matching. We've activated the income. Let's just say turn on the income in year 1. 4% interest earned in year 1. Our benefit base originally was $100,000. And let's just say we were getting 5% off of that. So 5% of $100,000, $5,000, right? Well, after the first year, we earned 4% interest. So now we have a benefit base of $104,000, right? Well, our payout percentage is going to be the same, 5% of $104,000 instead of $100,000. We just took our income from being $5,000 a year to $5,200 a year off of 4% interest earned. Again, so during deferral, we double, and then once we turn on the income, we match. As you can see here, 5% interest earned after income has been triggered, 5% increase in the income. I think this is probably the picture that paints it best for clients. I love this. I think it helps tell the whole story in one picture. Pictures are great. So with this product, or with this hypothetical illustration that they kind of show here, we're looking at a 62-year-old turning on income at age 67, right? So we've got 5 years of deferral here. The first year, 3% interest earned. You can see 6% was credited to the benefit base. Year 2, 0, so we stayed the same. As you can see, it did not go back down. It stayed the same. Next year, 4%, equivalent to 8%. 1 went to 2. And then the 6% gave us a 12% bump right there. So this is just showing those increases during deferral. As you can see, the line here gets a little darker gray. That's when we're turning on income. I will mention this purple line is the cash account. So as you can see, it will be depleting over time as well. So we've turned on income now. We've earned 4% interest the first year. We got a 4% increase in our income. The next couple of years were 0. The income did never go back down. Once it goes up, it will not come back down. So it stayed the same till the next time interest is earned. As you can see, it continues to step up, step up, step up. Age 81, the cash account has depleted. About 14 years later, cash account's gone. So the income stops going up. It is now guaranteed at that highest amount for the rest of your life. So that grows until cash account hits zero, and then we're good. That's your income for the rest of your life. So it's something to keep in mind. I just think that this helps explain it to a client, helps them see the numbers, kind of paint the picture for them so I understand. Like I mentioned at the beginning, each one of these products has a time and a place where they're most competitive. I think that AIG's advantage, 100% advantage, is when it comes to early income. As I showed you earlier with Athene, there were a couple different payout percentage tables, right? With AIG, that's where they get the advantage. Their guaranteed income rider and their increasing income rider have the same payouts. So that really gives them an advantage when you're starting income right away. I had a guy call me a couple days ago, Laura, I want to see Power Select Plus Income, the guaranteed rider. I'm like, okay, when are we taking income? He said 30 days after issue. I said, okay, well, can I send you the multiplier too? Well, the income's the exact same day one. So really it's, do you want this and have it never change, or do you want the same number and have the potential for increases? That is a huge advantage. I don't know of another carrier that gives you the same payout percentages for the level and the increasing payout. So really nice advantage that AIG has. AIG does have some unique indexes as well. They've got the S&P, obviously. PIMCO Global Optima Index. A lot of people say bonds when they hear PIMCO. This is a global index. It's a combination of U.S., emerging markets, international markets. It's a blend. And what's unique about it is a total return index. As you know, most indexes out in the industry are price returned. This is a total return index. So you're earning dividends over time within this index as well. Also, Merrill Lynch Strategic Balance Index. This one's been around for a couple of years. I will say year to date, as of yesterday, it was up 14.5% this year. So even with the volatility in the market on a lot of different indexes, Merrill Lynch has stayed the same and continued to up with their up track. So yeah, yesterday it was like 14.46 year to date. So some really attractive returns happening on these indexes as well. With this product, as I said, assuming zero interest, it is what it is. It's going to be the same forever. 30, as you can see in this green column, this is showing income. Do apologize. $30,000 guaranteed every year for the rest of your life. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. What I did on this illustration is I did, like I said, time and place. 70-year-old, 500,000 turning income on day one. So turning that income on, we can guarantee 30,000. Here's where it gets exciting. As you can see, this green line, we turned on income right away, but as you can see over time, that income increases, right? Until this cash account hits zero. Once it hits zero, we level out, and this 57,657 is our new income for the rest of our life. Now, let me explain kind of how it goes. I'm not a big fan of the way this is laid out. It's really hard. Clients ask a lot of questions over here when they see all these positives and negatives when it comes to the indexes. This shows the historicals for each index for the last, for 25 years or whatever. Interest credited, though. A lot of this is allocated to 2-year strategies. I will let you know that. So if you can see every other year, there's a little bit bigger of an hit. That is because I allocated pretty heavily to 2-year strategies. But the way the product works, so we started with 500,000. As you can see here in year one, we earned 1.69%. As you can see right here, the income base went up. If you do 500,000 times 1.69, I'm going to bet you that it's $8,450. So they add that to the benefit base. So let's just say that the client's payout was 6%. Well, they're getting year one, they got 6% of 500,000. In year two, they're getting 6% of 508,450. That is what generated this increase in the income. You can see here we had a good year and 13%. Well, our benefit base went up by 13.74% as well. Our income also went up. As you can see, it was 30,000, now 34,000. So some great opportunities for increasing income. This is the product I use when I'm competing with the SPIA. Am I going to tell you I'm going to beat the SPIA? Absolutely not. I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times in all my time doing this. What I can say is it's going to get pretty darn close. Depending on the age of the client, at what time, how old they are, that all plays effect into the illustration. But the opportunity to give them $30,000, just say SPIA was going to give them $35,000 a year. Okay, you can have $35,000 a year for the rest of your life, or you can start at $30,000 and have the potential to grow to close to $60,000 and double your income over the next 14 years. I think that's really attractive. Like I said, again, keeping up with the inflation. Like I mentioned, that account grew until we zeroed out cash value. At that point, it levels out. One thing I will point out that I don't like about this illustration either is down here you can see interest credited was 2.74. That's not really accurate because if you can see here, years 15 through 25, there's 10 zeros that were credited there. You take away those 10 zeros, you add up years 1 through 14 and divide by 14, you're looking at closer to like a 4%, 5% return. So I always like to point that out to people too, because that does throw people off. On all these products, I didn't mention this, but it's accumulation value at death. So client dies at age 80, whatever is left in the cash account, 217, whatever, that's what's paid out as a death benefit. If we elected joint payout, he goes away, husband died, wife just continues receiving the same income with the increases until the cash account's been depleted. Here are the payout percentages. For AIG, like I said, this is what gives them the advantage. Both their guaranteed and their increasing income have the same payouts. As you can see, they do have 2 payout percentages, but one is for the joint payout. It's a 50 basis point reduction for a joint payout. All right, third product we're going to look at today, this third and final product. This is with North American. It's their Income Choice 10, minimum of $20,000, age 40 to 79. It can be written. This product actually, something got twisted here. It's actually 1 year after issue when you can take income. You can do qualified and non-qualified money, both single and joint. Here's where this product shines. There is no fee. And that's really attractive. Those fees can really eat up cash value. Maybe your client thinks they're going to need income, but they're not sure of when or where, why, how. It's a good option. So we're not locking them into an income rider and paying a fee when they're never going to use it. North American is pretty heavy on their S&P strategies. They've got traditional excess returns. They've got an inverse trigger as well. Some unique strategies, but pretty traditional when it comes to indexes. So the way this product works, how to calculate your income value, you can put your initial premium. You're going to get a 5% bonus on the benefit base. And then the way the stacking works on this product is you're going to get 2% guaranteed and 150% multiplier. So we'll see it a little bit better. Here, I'll show you on this screen. I like this screen as well. I think it's really a really nice graph also to explain things to your client. I know I've had so many calls where agents are like, hey, my client called and they said that they earn 10% every year. Yeah, on their not on their accumulation side, it's on their income side most definitely, more times than not. But a lot of times clients get confused with the two values. As you know, when you put money in an index annuity with an income rider, 100,000 on the benefit base equals 100,000 on accumulation. Okay, on this product, we got a 5% bonus, but like you can see here, it was only applied to the benefit base. Cash value is still $100 or $100,000. Okay, so I think it helps point out the differences. If they die, 100,000 is what's paid out. Okay, hypothetically in the first year we earn 3% interest. Okay, well we have that stacking times 150. So that gives us this 4.5 plus the 2% guaranteed. So in this year, in this example, we would have earned 6.5% on the benefit base, right? So that would take our benefit base up to this 111,825. Okay, well, we earn 3% interest, so all that's applied to the cash side is that 3%. And I think this really helps the client understand, seeing the two different values. This value is a fictitious value that is only used to determine how much you get paid out when you turn on income. If you die at any point in time, this is the column that's paid out to your beneficiaries. So I think it helps also just split the values up, helps the client see that if in year 2 you died, your beneficiaries are going to get 103,000, not the 111. But again, for no fee, it's a great option to have some guarantees and some stacking. Here's the potential with the product. This again, assuming 0 interest, as you can see up top. Like I said, you do have to wait 1 year on this product, so 500,000 goes in. After 1 year, we can guarantee 25,436. It's going to stay the same forever because we have 0 interest. And if we go to the next page, assuming 4 to 5% return, after 1 year, you can see here the interest credited year 1 was 5.41. That meant the benefit base went up by 9.73. When we go to turn on income the next year, we're generating a $27,000 income instead of a 25. Not only that, but as you can see here, look at this income continues to increase. Every time interest is earned, we have it credited to your income as well. So generates for increasing income. And as you can see down here, even once this cash account hits 0, our income still is going up. So great opportunity for increasing income for no cost whatsoever. Here are the payout percentages for North American. I will mention they do have an option for level payout. That's not really what we're here to talk about today, so I didn't mention it, but both level and increasing options. As you can see, the payout percentages for most carriers are, let's just look at a 65-year-old. You want level income, it's 5.15. You want the increasing, you're taking a whole percent away, 4.15. But the potential of that increasing income, the comfort your clients are going to have, excitement they're going to have when they have increasing income, I think is really, really important. With that, you guys did a good job not asking too many questions, so that made it go pretty quickly. I do appreciate you taking time out of your day. I'm going to throw up the last poll question. If you want information on the products we covered today, go ahead and answer yes to this over the next few days. We'll get you out all the product materials, sales brochures, those graphs that were included in the webinar, as well as an updated Athene illustration. So if you answer yes to that, we'll get that information out to you, like I said, here in the coming days. My assistant is out this week, so I will try and get them out to you today or tomorrow. If not, it'll be Monday morning, first thing. I will follow up with each of you today, though, on the phone to see if there were any questions you had on the products we covered. And again, thank you for joining me. Have a great day.